Hello and welcome again. This is Adam Winnig here, and congratulations to you for taking the time out of your day to check out what it really takes to become successful in your Vemma business. And we're going to show you today a proven plan that I reinvented from Tom Alkazen's original Roadmap to Success, a system that I think is blowing up for our group especially. And I'll really teach you the steps here in just a few moments. But here's my advice to you. Don't go out there and try to reinvent the wheel. We have a system that's working, and I can guarantee results from the system that we have at hand. However, if you want to go off and do your own thing, I can't guarantee anything. So get out a notepad and grab a pen and start treating this thing like $1 million business. My mentor taught me at day one in my enrollment, you treat this thing like a hobby, it'll pay you like a hobby. You treat this like $1 million business, it'll pay you $1 million. So grab out that pen, get a notepad, and let's get to work. Step number one, your dreams. Why did you get involved in Vemma? There's some compelling reason of why you got involved, and let that drive you throughout your business. And go back to when you're 6 years old and you had all these crazy big dreams. If you could dream anything, and if you can believe it, you can achieve it. So if you were able to achieve anything from your Vemma business, what would it be? How big would you dream? And there's two common denominators here along people that have had success in Vemma, and one is clarity of purpose, and the other is a desire level for change. What is it exactly that you want out of this business? There's so much that Vemma has to offer, not only financial freedom, yet time freedom, the ability to travel around the world and have a lifestyle that you only dreamed of. So really quickly, number one, take the time to visualize it. What is it exactly you want from Vemma? I remember when I first got involved, I heard that you should write down exactly what you want your lifestyle to be like, exactly how you want your life to be from Vemma, the type of income you want, the type of cars you want, the house you want, and they told me to start visualizing it as if I already had it. So take the time right now, maybe pause this video and think about really what do you want? If you could dream as big as you wanted and this business could provide it for you, how big would you dream? Now here's the trick. Not only visualize it and start believing it, but actually start writing it down. Write down exactly what you want to happen. I remember when I was 19 years old when I first got involved in this business, I didn't know another young person that was making $100,000 a year in this business, but I wrote down that I was gonna make $100,000 my first year in network marketing. And I remember that was the craziest, hugest dream I could ever, I couldn't even imagine it at the time, but I took progressive steps towards getting there, and it happened within my first year. So take some time to visualize it. What is it exactly you want? What are your dreams? And then take the time right now to write down on a piece of paper in your journal with clarity of purpose what you want to have happen to you. That's the first step. Step number two is writing down your goals, and your goals are basically just a dream with a deadline, and we're going to set you up with 3 different time frames that you want to set goals for. Your first 30 days, where do you want to be? Your first 90 days, where do you want to be? And then 6 months from now, where do you want to be? In 30 days, maybe a guideline should be to get your business paying for your product or get your product for free. From there, 90 days down the road, where do you want to be? Maybe gold, where you're making $600 or $700. Maybe you want to be into a brand new BMW or Mercedes. Write that down, and then 6 months from now, where do you want to be? There's kids that have hit the level called presidential in their first 6 months, which is a 6-figure income. So nothing's impossible. But also an important thing about writing down your goals and your dreams is put it somewhere on your wall where you can look at it every day. I know I have my goals set on the side of my bed where it's somewhere where I wake up and I look at that every day, so I know exactly where I need to be, and I know that if I'm not on course for that month. But really, Vemma is the correct vehicle for your dreams and for your goals. This vehicle has been able to provide me with a lifestyle that I could only imagine. But be prepared to protect your dreams. Be prepared to protect your goals, because there's people out there. Some of my closest friends didn't want me to succeed. They wanted me to fail, and there's going to be people out there. So just be prepared to protect your dreams. Maybe you've heard the term attitude is everything. Well, that couldn't be more true, especially when starting your Vemma business. It's so important that you take on the right attitude, that you have the right mental mindset, because I strongly believe that 100% of your success or your failures is simply in between your ears. Now, take on the attitude of a winner. Winners think about things positively. Take out all the negative emotions. No matter what's happening in your business, you got to be overly positive all the time, no matter what's happening. No matter if you enroll somebody on a silver pack, or you just hit gold, or 10 of your friends just quit on you, or your best friend told you that this was a scam or one of those pyramid things. Doesn't matter. Stay positive, and especially when you're talking to people in your downline, it's so important that you stay positive. And really get around people that are positive, because you can have all these negative people around you and bringing this energy towards you, but really you don't want that, because they're just going to bring you down. Get around people that are going to encourage you and that are going to bring your belief level up that you can do it. And really you got to take on thick rhino skin and stop caring what other people think. Why would you care about your friend that's working $8 or $10 an hour and he's telling you that this thing can't work? He's telling you that you can't succeed in this. What does he know? He doesn't control your future, you control your future. So stop caring about what he thinks about what you're doing. But what you think about grows. You got to understand this concept. What you think about and what you focus on grows. So stop thinking about all the reasons why this isn't working, and think about all the reasons why you can make this work, and expect good things to happen to you. Expect to succeed. People that expect good things to happen to them, more often than not, have good things happen to them. So be excited no matter what. That's another thing, is you need to be positive. You need to expect good things to happen to you. You need to get around positive people, and you need to be excited no matter what's happening in your business, because that's what people enroll off of. People enroll off of excitement, not off of logic. They enroll off emotions, not off logic. So the attitude is everything. I'm going to discuss more about your attitude, more about your mental mindset. Really get your belief level up that you can do it. If it's working for me and thousands of other people all around the world, and the product tastes the same for me as it does for you, and we have the exact same comp plan, why wouldn't it work out for you? Everything is exactly the same. It's just up to you, and it really starts with the right positive attitude. Making a list, your most valuable asset. So let's make sure we do this one right. Get out your Facebook, get out your phone contacts, and let's make a huge list of people. The bigger your list is, the bigger your business is going to be. And I recommend a minimum of 200 people, and yeah, that's a lot of people. So that being said, is you can't prejudge anyone. And here's the thing, you don't know who's going to be good at the business. And the people that I thought were going to be best at this business, some of them didn't even want to get on board, and some of them got on board and didn't do anything. But at the same time, some of the people that I hesitated to even talk to about the opportunity got on board and really ran with this thing. So don't prejudge anyone. Make a big list of 200 people and really cut it down the middle. On the left side, people that you think would be good from a product standpoint, people with health challenges, but on the right side, people that you think would be better at the business, and people that are those key influential guys, those self-starters, those go-getters. Really the big thing that we're looking for here is people that have a desire for change, whether that's from a health standpoint or whether that's from a financial standpoint. Vemma's the right opportunity. So let's make a big list and let's get started. Now what I've found is when you can help somebody make back their initial investment into the business, and then you can have them pay no overhead for every month after that, I found that every single person will stick around in your business. And that's what we're going to show you right now, is a 30-day action plan where we're going to help you get on your feet and get going. And this is something that you can help people on your team do. And simply we're going to help you make your money back and then eliminate that overhead cost. And here's how you do it. Number one is you got to start off on a silver builder pack. That's really the only way to get into the business. And if you haven't purchased a builder pack yet, then make sure that you do that. And we want to do that for a couple reasons. But number one, for the frenzy bonus. And the frenzy bonus says that when you get 3 friends involved in 1 week to see what you see and purchase a silver builder pack, you're going to make all your money back, about a $700 paycheck. And also what you've done there is your friends are going to ask you, well, hey, how'd you make $700 in your first week? I want to do that too. You tell them, well, I started on a silver builder pack. Now your prospect or your friend is 10 times more likely to go out there and pick up a silver builder pack when they come into the business, because they saw the success that you had first off. And more importantly, you've created that builder pack culture where you have a team of people that are all doing that. And more importantly, what that's going to do for you is going to be able to give you volume at a greater amount. Now, number two, what we want to help you do is to eliminate that overhead cost. And for me, my thinking is that if we can make back our initial investment and there's no overhead cost, that sounds like a great business to me. And here's a couple ways that you can do it. Number one is the customer loyalty program. And that simply states that when you get 3 customers involved in your business, your product's going to be free the next month. So how can you do that? It's really pretty simple. It has to be triple your auto delivery. So if you're on 120 QV auto delivery, their total has to be 360 QV auto delivery. So that can be 3 people on a 2-pack or 6 people on a 1-pack, and you'll get your auto delivery paid for. So that's a nice feeling to have also. And really, how do you do that? It's simple. Let people try the product. Hand them the tools. Hand them a brochure that tells them exactly what's going on to their body, and gather a few testimonials or stories from people that have had amazing results. And you can go to vmastories.com and find a bunch of stories of people that have had incredible results on this product from a health standpoint. But number 2 is the momentum bonus, and I'll talk about that in just a second. It's a way that your business will start paying for your monthly auto delivery, and I'll break down the comp plan just a little bit to give you some strategic insight. But basically what you want to do is you want to hit this second tier of the momentum bonus. There's a first and a second tier, and really all the second tier of the momentum bonus is having a bronze left and a bronze right. And we'll talk about what that means. One cycle means that you've hit the bronze level, and one cycle means that you have 360 points worth of qualifying volume on your left side and 180 points on your right side. When that happens, you complete what we call one business cycle, and they're going to pay you out $20 to $25. Okay, so if you can do it once, you can do it 10 times. If you can do it 10 times, you can do it 1,000. It's just duplicating. It's getting your eyes off your own paycheck, digging down into your group, finding people that are serious about the business and helping them do the exact same thing. But when you enroll your first couple people into the business, I'd encourage you to start up a power leg. So I know that I enrolled my first 5 people on this power leg. Maybe just your first 2 or 3 until you find somebody that's serious. Because guess what? They're going to go out there and do the same thing. Enroll on this outside power leg, and your team is going to be building this outside leg. And then you can open up your profit leg anyways. So after you've hit one cycle, all you got to do is you got to help one hit it on the left, one hit it on the right. Find who's serious about the business. And the way I like to think about this is not a convincing process. This is simply a sorting process. Think about it. A deck of 52 cards, you sort through the deck, you find your 4 aces, and you run with those guys. So those 4 aces, you might find them right at the top of the deck, or you might have to go all the way. So just keep sorting. Don't give up on this thing until you found the right people. I promise you that if you share a good opportunity with enough people, it's going to fall into the hands of the right people. But the 2 tiers of the momentum bonus, when you have 500 points on your left side and 500 points on your right side with a QV, you're going to get paid out $100 every month. Okay, then the second tier, okay, this is what one cycle is. You just hit one cycle. Well, let's just help one person on your left hit it, one person on your right hit it, and you're making $200 a month, and that way your auto delivery is covered for. So my thought process, your first 30 days, let's get you to make your money back fast. Let's get you to have no overhead costs, and you're going to stay in business forever. Now the key is to help the people on your team do that exact same thing. Now the concept that I'm going to explain to you right now is something that I wasn't even introduced to till after my first year in network marketing. But I think if you can grasp your hands around this concept, it's going to make your life so much easier at the beginning of your business. And I made the mistake. I wasn't sure how to go about this. I went out and I tried to explain this whole business model to my friends. I tried to explain the products to them. I was almost like a salesman, and I found out that I had no results. So when I started using this concept, it made my life a lot easier. All we're doing here is trying to get your newest prospect to talk to somebody with credibility. And in this video, I'm not even going to tell you a whole lot about the product. I'm not going to tell you exactly how the compensation plan works, because I don't believe that you need to have that information to get your business rolling and to have success. First off, all I think you need to know is how to correctly invite somebody and to not throw up on your prospects. You don't want to go blabbering all this information out to your prospects, because you're going to sound like a salesman, and they're going to go running away. So the concept is really pretty simple. You have a relationship with your prospect. You have a trusting relationship. Okay, you don't have the credibility, so if you're to go out there and explain the business to them and you do a good job explaining it, well, he asks you, well, how much money you're making at him? Well, I haven't made any money, and there he goes. So the concept is, let's get your prospect to talk to your upline who has credibility. Now, he has credibility compared to what you have. So now what we need to do is get your newest prospect to talk to your upline, and it's really pretty simple. How do you do that? It's a process called edification. So if my upline is Brad Alkazen and I talk to my new prospect, John, I'm like, John, dude, you gotta talk to my friend Brad. Well, what if I said, John, hey, you gotta come meet my friend Brad. This guy is really successful. He's making almost $50,000 a week. You gotta hear what he has going on. Well, yeah, there's a huge difference because I built him up. My prospect now knows that he knows the information. He knows that he's had proven results. So you're gonna have a lot more success when you start using your upline to tell the story. Really at the beginning, do less presenting. The less speaking you can do, the less explaining, the better you're gonna be off. You invite, we present, your prospects decide. That's the simple concept. And this is the credibility triangle, the key to the vault. Learning how to invite is what one of my mentors, Luke Wilborn, said, the gravy to this business. If you can learn how to invite, you can have great success because chances are there's someone upline that can do the presenting for you. And in the beginning, once you understand the concept of the credibility triangle, it's really just getting your newest prospect to meet your upline leader, the credibility. And how do you do that? Understand that there's no correct way to invite. There's no script that's going to work for everyone because everyone's a little bit different. But a couple things is, number one, you got to be excited. Your tone's got to be upbeat. If you're all mellow and monotone, when you get on the phone with your prospect, nobody's going to want to check this thing out. So make sure you're upbeat. You're excited about what's going on. Make sure you're genuine. You're yourself. People pick up on it when you're trying to be somebody else or you're saying something that's not you. People pick up on that subconsciously. But here's how you should invite somebody. It's really pretty simple. Clear their schedule. Number one, hey, John, what are you doing tomorrow at 8:30? He's free? Good, you can move on. Hey, I'm excited about something big that me and a couple of my friends are working on. You got to come and meet in so-and-so. So really what you're doing is you're clearing their schedule. You're telling them you're excited about something. You're getting them to meet somebody else, some upline credibility. So what that does is it takes all the pressure off of you and it puts it on somebody else. Hey man, what are you doing tomorrow at 8:30? I'm not doing anything. Hey, you got to come over and check this thing out. I'm pumped up about something that's going to be big. You got to come over and meet my buddy Brad Alkazen. This kid's 27 years old and I know it sounds crazy, but he's making almost like $50,000 a week. You got to hear what's going on. Can I count on you to be there? Simple. You don't want to spill the beans. You don't want to try explaining the product. You don't want to talk about Vemma or Verve or energy drinks or anything. Make it simple, dude. All the questions are going to be answered at the meeting. Preparing for a home event's really easy. Just have a set location, maybe somebody's living room or kitchen or dining room, where you can play a video. Make sure that you have a laptop with an HDMI cord that can hook up to the television. That way we can play a video, or if necessary, have an upline Skype or Uvu into your meeting. And then always make sure that you have ice cold product on hand for people to taste. So you've been doing all this preparing for your home event. The guests are on time. You understood the concept of the triangle, the credibility triangle, on how you want your newest prospects to come to a meeting and hear about it from somebody that has credibility and that has had success. You're all set up. You've picked a good location. You have cold product on hand and you have a video ready for display. Now it's time to start the home event, and it's pretty simple. There's going to be two speakers at the home event. One is the host, one is the guest speaker, and if it's your house, you should be the host for sure. If you're at a neutral location like a school, whoever on the team brought the most prospects over should be the host. But basically what you want to do as a host is welcome everyone for coming. Tell them that you're excited about something and you're excited to share it with them. Tell your story really quickly of what has been going on for you and why you chose the business. From there, simply throw up the video, play a video, and after that, get up here and introduce your upline. Edify your upline, whether he's in person or he's on Skype or on Uvo on the TV. Edify them and build them up so that people in the room listen to what he has to say. From there, your upline, gold, diamond, or above, is going to come on and he's going to tell the Vemma story. And the story is simple. We always talk about the same things. Why the business? Oh, well, you see what's going on with the economy. Kids are open-minded to looking at different ways to make money. Talk about the products. Vemma, Verve, and Body, and all the credibility behind it with Dr. Oz and the Phoenix Suns making it their official energy drink. And then talk a little bit about the concept of direct sales or word of mouth referrals and how you can build a network and get paid for that, and then really show them the numbers of what it takes to make a $1,500 a month residual income and how you can get into a brand new BMW, and more importantly, tell your stories. Facts tell, but stories sell, so get good at getting up there and feeling comfortable and telling your story. And most importantly, close the meeting with a sense of urgency. Let everyone understand that it is a first come, first served basis and our team is growing fast. So we'd love to have you on board and link arms with you and help this thing make out for you. Another key aspect to talk about to make sure that you have momentum, and more importantly, to make sure that your momentum continues, is a concept called FAM-BAM, F-A-M-B-A-M, and it's an acronym, and what it stands for is from a meeting, book a meeting. So after you've closed off the home event with a sense of urgency, book the next meeting with all the brand partners, the location of where it's going to be, and what time it's going to be, so everyone in the room, whether they're going to join or not, knows exactly when the next meeting is. That way you can ensure momentum. All we're going to do at the home event is enroll people, book the next meeting, and everyone knows. That way we ensure momentum. This is something that I learned from my mentor, Jed Buenaluz, and he talks about creating an exciting home event culture. And I think this is just as important as the presentation itself. You want to be in a room where there's a lot of energy, and when your prospects feel that and they're in a fun environment, that's going to be something that's attractive and something that they want to be a part of. So 95% of the energy comes from the room, 5% comes from the speaker. So you as brand partners that are sitting at a home event need to do your part. Instead of sitting back like this and saying, oh, I've seen this presentation 10 or 15 times, imagine if you're like this, smiling at the guy when he looks at you, laughing at his jokes, and clapping when he says something that's exciting. That's going to be 10 times more powerful. There's a total shift of energy, and if you've been in a home event like that where there's high energy, people are clapping, people are laughing at the jokes, it makes it such a more comfortable environment, and people are 10 times more likely to enroll. So create an exciting home event culture. Learn how to use the tools. Would you rather start building a skyscraper with your bare hands or using tools and machinery? And I think that here with our team, especially, and with Vemma, we provide you the right tools. And especially when you're new, learn how to utilize the tools. You want to do less speaking, less presenting, and you want to do more pointing towards the tools, so learn how to use them. There are a ton of YouTube videos that you can check out, not only mine, but other YPR leaders, and use this video as a tool to send to your newest people that enroll into your business. But also, use Facebook as a tool. Use my Facebook. On my wall, there's tons of pictures of kids posting pictures of their checks and their cars and big meetings that we're doing, which will help raise the belief level of your prospects, and I think of yourself as well. But also, our team has put together a nightly conference call where it will be an opportunity call followed by a training call every single night at 7 p.m. Pacific. And we're going to post the number that you call into, and then the PIN number also. All you do is you call in, you enter the PIN, and you can stay plugged in that way. And also, I introduce the opportunity to people that aren't there that you can physically talk to. Maybe you have friends in New York, or maybe you have friends in Canada. This is a great way to introduce the opportunity and to help get them trained up. I heard BK Barreco, our CEO, say one time that Vemma is a personal development program with a pay plan. And when I heard that, that stuck to me so much, because I understood that the only way my income is going to grow is if I first grow as a person. To earn more, you have to become more. And I'll talk about a few things, and just, you can really look into these if you want, or if you don't want to. I can't promise you anything, but I think this is the X factor of people that have had success in network marketing, people that have had success in life, is that they work hard on themselves. They work on what they think about. They work on your mind. Your mind is your most valuable asset. So here's a couple things that I'm going to refer you to that have really helped me take on the right mindset, take on the right attitude, and really raise my belief level in myself and give me confidence that I could literally go out there and create whatever type of lifestyle I wanted. No achievement was too high. once I started understanding some of these principles. But number one, I'm going to refer you to this documentary called The Secret. It's also a book, The Secret by Rhonda Byrne, and it talks a lot about the law of attraction. And once you understand the law of attraction, it's extremely powerful when you learn how to use it, how you can literally start attracting the people that you want in your business, the relationships that you want, the type of cars that you want, the type of house that you want. It goes more in depth of how you can do that. Number two, I'm going to refer you to this audio that you can check out right after this, but it's called Jim Rohn, Building Your Network Marketing Business. And he's one of the most famous personal development coaches of all time, and he started in network marketing, and he tells his story about how he started as a farm boy from Idaho, and he became rich through network marketing, and he teaches you the exact techniques that he took and the steps that he took to become a success story. I've listened to that thing probably 60 or 70 times. It's free, it's on YouTube. Go take advantage of that. Another thing I'm going to refer you to is a book called The Business of the 21st Century. It's by Robert Kiyosaki. He's the most famous and most successful real estate mogul in the world pretty much today. And he talks about how this business, social network marketing, is the business of the future. And once you read that, your belief level in what we're doing is going to go through the roof. Also, one more thing I'll refer you to is this book called Think and Grow Rich. It's a timeless book. It's been around for like almost 80 or 90 years. It's been around forever, by Napoleon Hill. And he talks about how you can turn your desire into its physical equivalent, whether that's money or riches or whatever it is. It talks about turning your desire level into something physical. It's an extremely powerful book. I know everyone on my team is reading it, and everyone that reads that book is having a lot of success. So check these things out. Really, we can give you this whole workout plan, but you got to do the working out. You got to be self-motivated. You got to go out there and spend the time doing the little extracurricular activities to help build your business. But think about it. You can only earn more when you become more first. So take the time to look at what I've just told you. I'm sure it's going to help your business immensely. Staying plugged in is so important, whether that means staying plugged into the weekly conference calls, or that means showing up to the meetings, or that means finding that person in your upline that has a vested interest to see you succeed and letting them be your personal coach and keeping in contact with them. I think that 90% of this business is just showing up. I know that when people show up to the meeting and they haven't been to one for a while, they get re-energized. They have this new feeling, this new burst of encouragement. So make sure that you stay plugged in. If you're having down troubles in your business, then go upline. If you're really up and you have people in your downline, go down and talk to them. See what they've been going on. Stay plugged in with the people in your business. Stay plugged in with your upline. If you're having troubles, counsel with me or anybody, any of your upline diamonds, and we're here to help. We have a vested interest to see you succeed. This is a team concept. You have to understand it. Duplication is the key to building a huge Vemma business. Now, we want to make this system as simple as possible for the newest person on your team to duplicate, because really building a large network marketing business is not about you going out there and being the superstar and enrolling crazy mass amounts of people. It's about a whole team of people that are each doing a little bit of work and that are duplicating the system that contributes to something bigger. So really, I heard that your Vemma paycheck every week is a direct correlation of how many people you have helped. So you might have to get your eyes off your own paycheck, turn around and help somebody else become successful. And I've seen people have success, and I've seen people have crazy amounts of success, but the people that have had the most success in Vemma are the ones that, yes, they learn how to make a list, how to invite somebody to a meeting, and how to give a presentation. But the most important thing is that they turn around and they help their newest guy do the exact same thing. Duplication is the key to building a huge business. There's no secrets to this business. I just taught you pretty much everything that you need to know. Stay focused on what your dreams are and make sure that you write down your goals. From there, make a list of big people and learn how to invite somebody to come hear about it from somebody that's credible at a home event, and learn how to give a presentation. And then it's, once you enroll somebody, it's turning around and helping that newest person do the same thing, get their goals and their dreams together. Let's help them make a list. Let's teach them how to invite, and let's set up their first meeting. It's a simple process of duplication and staying plugged into what's going on. Make sure you use the tools that we have on hand for you. Make sure you become an implementer and a promoter of this video throughout your team. It's something that's going to help you vastly. And then always be working on yourself. Personal development is the key to this game. And if you can understand these few concepts and understand that network marketing is not about getting good at a whole bunch of different things, it's just about getting really, really good at a few simple concepts that we explained in this video. It's been my pleasure to sit down with you and mentor you. Link up with me on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, and I look forward to talking to you soon.